I put up my column this morning over there at jdrucker.substack.com. Top 5 Kamala endorsements that reveal who she really is. It isn't just who endorses a candidate that's important, it's also how they react to those endorsements, especially when they're controversial. Kamala and the Democrats are embracing pretty much all of them. I mean, I haven't heard an endorsement that they have declined. I know that I remember especially during the 2016 election, Donald Trump was getting certain endorsements from certain far right wing conservative groups that he disavowed. I mean, he disavowed the endorsements. He took them, but then he disavowed them. And then you don't hear Kamala saying anything bad about any of these various people. So I detail the 5 that make me laugh the most. So let's get started with these. Number 1, the intelligence community. I think that it's hilarious that the CIA, NSA, the various spooks across the United States of America, they are wholeheartedly embracing Kamala Harris. And again, it's not the fact that they did it, because of course they are. What are they going to endorse? Drain the swamp Donald Trump? Are they going to endorse somebody who they've worked actively and aggressively against for the last 8 years now? No, of course not. They're not going to endorse him. You're not going to see James Clapper endorsing him. Not by any means. But apparently they do love Kamala Harris, and she and her team are touting it. According to an article over at thehill.com, more than 700 high-ranking national security officials have endorsed Democrat candidate Vice President Harris in her run for the White House, with some leaders expressing concerns about Trump's scary authoritarian streak. We'll talk about that here in a second. According to their endorsement, that this was signed by retired U.S. Navy Rear Admiral Michael Smith, this is what he told The Hill. Vice President Harris has all the leadership qualities needed to be a strong commander-in-chief. She's prepared, she's strategic, she understands all sides of an issue. So let's just stop right there. Is she prepared? Absolutely not. I mean, Joe Biden was better prepared. Bill Clinton was better prepared. Barack Obama, with very little experience, was better prepared than Kamala Harris. She is not prepared at all. Is she strategic? She's the most malleable. She has no core, okay? She has no strategy. She just listens to what other people tell her to do, which might be what they mean when she says she's strategic. She's part of their strategy. They can control her. And then, of course, she understands all sides of an issue. I can make 100 jokes about that. I'm not going to make any jokes about it. It's sad because, again, we are talking about somebody who might end up being commander-in-chief if we do not stop them. Back to the quote. We saw as much during the debate. Give me a break. The debate was rigged, but we'll just leave it at that. As we've seen for nearly a decade, however, President Trump has none of these qualities, and he has a scary authoritarian streak, according to Smith. He is also the president of National Security Leaders for America. There are 2 reasons this is being promoted by the Harris campaign instead of swept under the rug. First, it appeals to low-information voters who still think that the CIA is trying to stop another 9/11 while the FBI is here to fight crime. Second, it includes many of the quote-unquote heroes, the Democrat Party heroes, who helped to cover up the Hunter Biden laptop scandal back in October of 2020. Remember, they over 50 signed a letter saying, this is definitely Russian disinformation, including, again, 9 of the people that signed this particular letter. Now, again, we're talking about over 700 of them. But let's address what, the elephant in the room here. When you have, can and should the people listen to the intelligence community when it comes to political issues? The answer is absolutely positively not. Their goal, we have to look at the incentive. Okay, they will, whatever their words are always irrelevant. They'll always be the same. They'll always be written from a PR perspective. But what is the incentive of the intelligence community to want Kamala Harris in there instead of Donald Trump? Kamala Harris will let them do whatever they want, and moreover, she will do whatever they want her to do. Donald Trump will not. When they say he's got an authoritarian streak, 4 years of him. We've already experienced 4 years of Donald Trump. Was he an authoritarian then? No, but he did, however. He did put some checks, not nearly enough. He should have done a lot more. Okay, if he wanted to drain the swamp, that's the first place to start. But he did put some checks on the intelligence community, and that's something they didn't like.
Mike Lindell here, and like you, I see our country being destroyed daily. We face massive economic issues, and I can tell you from firsthand experience, there are people in power who threaten the values that have made our country great. Well, I've been a believer in gold and silver for a long time, and I've searched for years for a partner that shares my values. Well, Genesis Gold Group showed me how easy it is to protect your IRA, 401k, or your retirement with gold and silver. Their faith-driven approach to service and stewardship is one that stands out from the rest.
To get your free definitive gold guide and get started learning more about investing in gold and protecting your retirement from uncertain times, visit treasureandtrust.com now. Fill out the basic contact form and a member of the team will be in touch. Again, that's treasureandtrust.com or call 855-625-7760.